Time with David Montgomery, and right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out he came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Justin Fields, at quarterback, gets the completion there. CD, what do you think the key is to stopping this talented former Buckeye?
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Rookie quarterbacks have to survive the initiation of the pressure of the NFL. Now, his athleticism can scare you a little bit because if he evades it, he can go a long way. But in the beginning, you want his eyes to go to the rush.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20.
Come on,
touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. That is caught. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Touchdown, Bengals. It's complete. Tyler Boyd, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A give, this is Montgomery, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
On play action, Fields.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
And the Bengals are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They had a great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Foster. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
Mixon with a first down carry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow keeping it himself from a yard out, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And they'll try the jet sweep here.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. On the return is Williams. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And they go play action now. Burrow. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away, not intercepted.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Fields throw complete here to connect. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On 2nd and 10, Fields. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce. Out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Play action. It's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And Tyler Boyd's one of those guys that seems to fly under the radar, but he finds ways to get open, and he has nice hands. He's averaged right around 80 catches a year his last 3 seasons.
Airing one out for Boyd. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. The quick slant caught. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Third touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Watch the screen. Check 52 to the mic. Check.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Got an open man, it's Pringle.
And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Off play action, Fields. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Trey Hendrickson. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 47 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Switch.
On first down, Mixon able to slither by, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bengals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Open man, here's Foster. Touchdown! Robert Foster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Here's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, 51 yards. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
52's the mic. It's our time.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Check 31, check 31.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Whoa. 52 is the mic. Mike 52, Mike 52.
They snap it to Fields.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengalsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.